For this video, there will be 2 endings. Be sure to check the comments or the description if you want to skip between either ending. Otherwise, enjoy the finale to this adventure. This is it. The end. The end of all who walk. The end of all who feed. The end of all who love and hate. And this is Remourn, the goddess of all death, as I was meant to be. Unmoving, uncaring, unending, the one constant of all reality. The end. I do not have a true form you can comprehend, but what you see before you is what I felt like for so long. Someone who is, above all, the only force that makes a true difference. What the world revolves around, something that stretches throughout the cosmos, where even stars die. But this isn't what I want to be. For the first time in so long, I've felt warmth. I've felt a connection to life, a purpose to be proud of. The cynicism was an afterthought, and beginnings mattered more than endings. Despite the terrible motives of your creation, you've been a beacon of light in a world of darkness. To me, and to many others. You succeeded in making me feel powerless and yearning. But those feelings are welcome so long as you're here with me. Next to me, you look infinitely small, insignificant, an insect to an insect to an insect. And yet, your touch undoes my power. It makes me feel defined by something that isn't death and punishment. Something beautiful. Something as common as demise, but far more wonderful. I want to feel weak. I want to feel mortal. And I want you to grant me those feelings now. So, what will it be, immortal? Would you like to grant me salvation? Or would you like to learn the full power of a sentient universe? This is your choice, and your choice alone. So silent. Have you come all this way to tell me you've yet to make up your mind? Wait. What is that? Behind your back? A pouch. What are you holding a pouch for? Show me what you have now. Who gave you that? What are you planning? A new power? A secret artifact? Do you plan on finally fighting a goddess head-on? A flower? A white rose? One of the dead plants I commenced to grow here. Did you pick that yourself? I wasn't looking at you. All right. I ignored you for a short while, for that convoluted trial of the former emperor. But that was 2 continents away. How could you have known about that? You wouldn't have tried to keep the flower a secret if you thought I was watching. A weird feeling on the back of your neck? For that long? I suppose that makes sense. I've described myself as a feeling crawling over everyone's shoulders. But if you felt the absence of it, then that means you knew you had a chance to think of a plan, figure out some way to confront me and try to leave me. And instead, you used it to ask for a pouch from someone and picked a rose. For me? It's a gift? You wanted to give me a gift? Place it on my fingertip. I'll be able to see it. I promise. This is technically an extension of myself, like a small skin cell compared to what I truly am. But I love it. To me, it's a sign. You're giving me back to myself. My smaller, but even more beautiful self. So, you'll do it? You'll stay down here, at my side, and in my arms, forever? Finally! It's over. It's all over. I've won. This era of pity and disgrace, of wanting and dreaming, of shame and manipulation, it's all finally died out, with no afterlife for it. I'm going to get everything I've ever wanted, and you're finally going to live a life where you aren't haunted by loss and sorrow. We've won, my darling. We've won. Come here. I'm going to give you an embrace beyond anything anyone's ever felt before. Behold, an entire dimension of lava. No. No, stay in bed. Stay in bed, my darling. Just for 5 more minutes. Please. How have I not gotten tired of this yet? Every time I lay a finger on you, it feels like a new kind of skin, a new kind of warmth, a gift that just keeps on giving. You know, I once thought that giving deities the ability to feel tired was pointless. But I'd go completely mad if I didn't have the nights where my head was on your chest, or yours on mine. Of course, it's a very special day for the both of us. I suppose we should finally get up. Do you want to know something funny? This is the first time in a long while that a decade has felt like a decade. So you felt it too. It's not like I'm surprised. You were very anxious yesterday. There's no need to question that. You do know that I know everything, right? Glad you remember that. Still, I understand. This will be the moment that completely changes the route of your very, very long life. One that can't be recreated or undone. So, how about a gift? One to show you that everything will be okay. Call it the last gift I'll give you as your fiancé. There was a reason I kept you in bed for that long, aside from the obvious one. Look out the window. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A sunrise, like the ones on Earth. Isn't it beautiful? I know it's blue, but I just thought it fit the colors of this dimension better. Oh, I'm so glad you do. This might sound unromantic, but it's not just for you. It's for all the souls of this land. Something to tell that things will change for their goddess. The rumors are true, and there are no more uncertainties. The future, for everyone, is brighter. And with the sunrise almost complete, it's officially been 10 years since you said yes to me, my love. And I don't think there's a better day to finally have our wedding. Here's how today is going to go. First, I'm going to leave you. I have my own preparations to attend to. I know it's strange to be separated for most of our big day, but I want us to surprise each other when the time comes. Don't worry, this is going to be worth it. My dressmakers are finishing up on the perfect clothing for me. I could just will one into existence, but seeing those dead women's eyes light up when I told them they could design for a goddess, well, it felt right. As for you, a reaper will come and guide you toward the designers I picked out for your clothes. I want to be as surprised when I see you as you'll be when you see me. So I haven't been watching. Oh, do not worry. I had a few close friends of yours work with them. People who know your style. I'm sure you'll love it. I know I will. You look good in everything. Once you feel presentable, just wait outside. Someone special will be picking you up. No, not a reaper. She'll be floating down on the energy of all creation, canceling out my effects just as well as you can. She'll be glistening, sparkling, radiant. Her appearance here will be spoken of for generations. The goddess of all life. When I started planning the wedding, she was the first to offer to be your transportation to the shared land of the divine, as an apology for creating you the way she did. I could see it in her eyes, the way she speaks and looks away from me. She's still ashamed of everything she unintentionally put you through. But she says she's finally worked up the courage to face you directly. She'll explain everything once you're up there, and then we can have the wedding of the eon. Neither of us really have a family, but my fellow deities will be supporting me, while the invited souls of your comrades will reunite with you once again. And afterwards, we can parade around this kingdom for however long we want, showing everyone what our love means. It's the marriage of concepts, the immovable object and the unstoppable force, the eternal life and the inevitable end. Doesn't that sound beautiful? It's so nice to see that wonderful smile every day. Remember when we first met? In that cabin? All those years ago? And I had you chained up and walking out of there with a very conflicted look on your face. Me neither. But I'm glad you did. Having something as bright as you has kept me going. And I'm glad you want all of this. You want me. You want your happiness. Everything. And it's all yours. Sometimes I forget this is a land of death. I see how people interact with you, feeling your hand when you shake theirs, looking at the color in your eyes and face. I should be jealous, but they look so alive again. I can't bring myself to be mad. When you're married to this realm, a new era will begin, one with us bringing hope and light to these lost souls greater than anyone else could. One with... Why are you looking away like that? Go on, just say it. I'm almost your wife. You can tell me anything. You're thinking of your living friends again. Listen to me. You didn't owe those people your stay in that realm. People vanish and die all of the time, and you are no different. I'm sure they've gotten over it after a decade. What? Sure, it took you a while to mourn that death, but you got over it, eventually. I even helped you through it when you learned they faded away before you arrived here. Well, I know that's a depressing thought, but we can't invite them to a cross-dimensional ceremony last minute. It was hard enough to get the souls up there. We can discuss these things like the two healthy adults we are, eventually. But it's your actual wedding day. You can't let things like this get you down. Yes, I'm nervous too, but you know what's quelling all of that? The idea of seeing you under a bright yellow sun again. So many years, and your embrace just feels softer. Your skin feels smoother. Your body feels warmer. And whatever kiss we both give on the tallest peaks in existence would make all the centuries of longing worth it. Let's save that passion for when it's finally time, shall we? Good. The new era is upon us, my love. One where there truly is life after death. And I look forward to when you can finally let go of all the people living up there and accept death as your closest companion. When we meet again in the land of the divine, we'll see the last glimpse of who we were and become exactly what we were meant to be. And once we're married eternally, we'll finally complete each other. I'll see you, my darling, and thank you for remaining mine. A few words. I'll allow it. So, what would you like to tell me before the final answer? Thank you. I'm glad you can understand me. The last thing I wanted to be in your eyes is a monster. But why open with this? If you understand why I did everything, it has to mean that you agree. Don't tell me that you can relate and then reject every opportunity to get rid of our shared struggle. So that's it then. All the embraces, all the adventures, all that effort, just to leave. I love that sense of freedom you have. It outshines any attempts to oppress you. It inspires others to break away from what holds them down and become the purest versions of who they are. Never thought I'd be fighting it, but here we are. You think you have power over me, or a fraction of a chance against my divinity? I'm no mere queen or empress. I am untouchable, a universal truth. I could annihilate cities, countries, worlds for your hubris against my love and denying me the one thing I desire. I shall make your eternal life torturous, every punishment more agonizing than the last. I'll trap you in a room with the ghosts of your worst enemies, drop you into a core of this planet, force moons to collide with you between them, launch you into the depths of space, make you wish you could die. You've been in my heart for so long, so maybe I should show you what that feels like. I'll rip my own chest open and organs open, then place you within my godly heart. I'll let it regenerate around you, making my own flesh and blood your prison. I'll chain you to the very center of the universe. Let the loneliness evaporate your mind with madness, with the only form of communication for the rest of eternity being me. Oh, what's this? Have you suddenly gotten sick? Is your skin rotting? Are you dying? Finally, my powers become too much for you. It's going to decay that immortal skin of yours until it's bone. You'll finally die, just like everyone else. You'll become a permanent part of my dimension. Your skin will rot. Your flesh will dissolve. That soft touch of yours will cease to exist. You'll become a cold soul. No. Look, I'm the size of you again. The overwhelming power is gone. So, why? Why are you still wilting? Wait. It's the dimension. It's finally caught up with you. No. 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 I don't want to lose your touch. I don't want to lose you. Please. Please. Don't die. I want you. I want you to live. What? Something just ripped. Another portal must have torn itself open. That means I can still save you. We need to get you out of here. Just stay in my arms and hold on to me while you still have hands. It's not far. I can still save you. I just need to fly as fast as possible. Please. Please work. There. See? Grass. Living grass. Real air. The sun. Look, it's rising. It's going to be such a dazzling day. So please just wake up and see it. Please. What have I done? You're okay. Don't let me go. Please. Don't let me go. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You're sorry. For what? As much as I love your face, why break from the hug to make me look at? No, your face. Get away from me before you rot completely. How? It's fine again? almost on command? Wait. 163 years ago, I think, there was that really big adventure involving that crime gang who threatened a country. A few criminals cut off your head with a sword they claimed was magical. And when that blade met your neck, you actually stayed decapitated. They kept it with them as a trophy, ready to show their boss that they'd killed the legendary immortal permanently. But when they traveled to the secret hideout, your head disappeared. It had warped itself all the way back to your body. Their trophy had just been spying on them. You found out that you could resist the regeneration process if you tried hard enough, just like someone holding their breath. Not enough to actually kill you, but enough to keep your limbs separated for as long as they needed to be. Or have someone dig into your body and place something within. You consciously submitted to my powers of decay? You were never in any real danger? It just looked like you were? Okay. That was a funny joke, darling. Scaring your future wife like that. I'm sure we can have so much fun like that in my dimension. So let's go back through it now. Just stop stepping away. Refusing again. Do you think retreating into the living world is going to save you from your fate? We have talked on equal footing. How many times do we have to have the same conversation? This is for your own good. Is this really better for you? Watching everyone you love age and die? Watching the countries you save get conquered by cruel empires or turn tyrannical themselves? That's more important to you than a loving wife? Then what is? What possible reason could you have to defy a goddess? Bad for me? You think you're bad for me? I love you. Someone like you could complete me. And you think your very presence is just going to make me a worse goddess? I'm not going to be happy until you're at my side, willingly or not. So stop pulling excuses from nowhere before I summon the chains again. And I won't be taking them off this time. To be honest, I love everything about you. But everything I love about you can be so annoying. Choosing the temporary humans over the eternal goddess? Using the chaotic and unordered earth over the dimension shaped by me? And for what? Do you dislike the dimension's color palette? Are you tired of the attention souls give you? Or is it just me? Am I just not beautiful enough? What is it? What is it going to take for you to finally forget about this world? What human could be superior to me? How many people do I have to kill before you finally understand? I'm acting just like him. I need some time to think, but you will see me again. Be careful with the fireplace. You could really hurt yourself doing that. That's right. It's me. Don't worry. I come in peace. No chains. No reinforcements. Nothing. I only want to talk. Help me to something. I thought you'd be more paranoid. After all that I did last time I was here, Actually, never mind. Whatever drink you feel like having, I'll take a cup as well. I see all your bags are packed. Actually, I don't know why. I haven't been watching you. I felt like doing what I'd been doing for centuries now wouldn't have been good for me, so I stopped. I assume this means you're finally going to leave this cottage. Does that mean you've overcome it? The sadness you've been feeling, I mean. Well, at least you managed to settle everything you needed to do in this country. I don't know if the pain will ever fully go away, but if you're ready to really go out there and explore the world again, I think that is a good sign. To new beginnings. It feels like forever since I've drunk something that I haven't willed into existence. Do you want to know something funny? This is the first time in a long while that 5 months have felt like 5 months. Me? Well, a lot of thinking and a lot of talking. It started with being miserable like I was before the rift. Then I actually started doing my job again. But it was during those hours that I felt something lingering. A feeling. I think I started fearing myself the way everyone else does. I was afraid of losing my mind, just as my predecessor did. I came so close during our last meeting. I wanted to make it stop, but I didn't know how. I talked to so many other deities. Deity of all oceans, god of all fire, even the goddess of all life. I went to the universe itself, hoping it would have an answer. But it just looked back at me with its one cosmic eye and said nothing. And that's when I realized this had to be my answer. My choice, my decision, and I came to one. I'm going to resign from godhood. Yes, I know. It is insane, but kidnapping someone with hopes of marrying them was also insane. If I can't have the only thing that'll make me happy, I may as well get rid of what made me so unhappy. You made me appreciate the cycle of life and death more, and my purpose. But it's gotten boring, and I think after countless years it's time for a change. It won't be immediate. I don't want someone to be thrust into this position the same way I was. I've had my eye on some potential successors. I'll train them, test them, and make sure they won't be weighed down by the same issues I was. This might take a few years, maybe even a few decades, but it'll mean a new era for those dead souls. They deserve it. Everyone deserves some change in their life. I do not know. I've never seen someone resign from this kind of power before. They either get killed by another god, or kill another god and get replaced. Well, not me, but that was because the Celestial Council didn't like him either. My soul could remain as an advisor, or I could go back to reaping souls. Or I could just afterlive out my afterlife like billions of other souls. Or I'll just fade away forever. No need to look concerned. I know that sounds scary, but I accept this. I'm still a little unnerved, but this all started because of my obsession with the cycle of the beginning and the end. To deny myself from that cycle would be truly selfish. As for why I'm all the way back in this cottage, I suppose I just wanted to say I'm sorry. I shouldn't have taken you before your time. You're still here. You still have people up here who love you. And you still have things you've yet to do. No one should take that from you. Maybe there will be a day when that immortality finally gives out and you die permanently. And maybe there will be a day when you get to meet me again, among dead souls or reincarnated. But that's for fate to decide, whatever fate is, not me. Could you walk with me to the door? I should hate you. You were made to manipulate me. You were the center of my misery for longer than most empires have been around. And when I finally had you, you used that same misery to escape my grasp. But I don't. The time we spent together was short. But I loved every second of it. And something being temporary just means it's all the more special. Can I feel human skin just one more time? I'm going to miss this feeling so much. Thank you. I hope we see each other again. But if we don't, at least we saw each other once more. Farewell, immortal, the true hero. Farewell. To all of my patrons, thank you so much for supporting me. And to my spirit guides, Derp, Zoe, Marcus, Raptor, and Wolva. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.